Hello everyone, we are back again, and today I'm comparing two delay pedals which seem to have a very similar design. We have the TC Electronic Flashback Delay and the Electro Harmonix Canyon Delay. Both these pedals have 11 different modes, and how I'm going to compare these pedals is we're going to start with the delays that are the same on each pedal. So what's the same or similar on these both pedals is, number one, they have a digital delay of sorts, an analog delay, a tape delay, modulation delay, reverse delay, and a built-in looper. And we're going to compare each of these head to head right now. I'm using a Fender Strat going into a Peavey 6505 mini head on a clean setting. Now the TC Electronic has 40 seconds of loop time, whereas the Electro Harmonix has 62 seconds. Now the time does not really matter to me. What matters is if the looper adds any color to the tone. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play a few chords and then we're going to listen to the playback and see if the playback has any added color to the tone. Now other than these similar delays, if we take a look inside the pedal, each of these pedal has the option to turn it into a buffered bypass or a true bypass pedal. So if you prefer your delay trails to keep on repeating even after you turn off the pedal, then the pedal needs to be set into a buffered bypass mode. Another feature inside of the TC Electronic Flashback pedal is you have the option to completely kill your dry signal, so you can just have the wet signal coming out of the pedal. Now in this test I have both the pedals on buffered bypass, which means the trails will keep on repeating even after I turn off the pedal. Now let's take a look at some of the different sounding delays on each pedal. I'm just going to quickly play through each of them. I won't spend too much time lingering on one particular mode, but this is just to give you a rough idea of the different sounding modes on each pedal. Now those are the different modes on each delay. The Canyon seems to have a bit more options for more ambient playing. Now let's take a look at the difference in the subdivision mode on each pedal. First we have the TC, which has quarter notes, dotted eighth notes, and a combination of quarter notes and dotted eighth notes. Next, with the Canyon Delay, we have two same modes compared to the flashback, the quarter notes, the dotted eighth. However, the third mode is a eighth note mode. Next, let's take a look at how each of these pedals handle a tap tempo. Number one, the flashback requires you to press and hold the foot switch followed by strumming the guitar in order to set the tempo that you want. So for some people this might be a bit of a hassle because your sound will be muted for a few seconds as you strum in the tempo. The Canyon has two ways to it. Number one, you can either buy an additional foot switch and put it into the foot switch jack, which will act as your tap tempo switch, or you can just use the built-in foot switch on the pedal itself just by tapping it and you'll set in the tempo. And here comes the reason why I set the pedal in buffer mode, because if you were to tap the tempo on and off, and if you had it in true bypass, the tails are not going to be on. So as you turn the pedal on and off, you can hear your trails turning on and off as well. Next point I want to touch upon is the Canyon Delay has secondary functions on the delay and feedback knob. So in order to access the secondary function, all you have to do is press and hold the tap and divide button, and that will give you access to changing certain parameters of each delay. For example, the modulation delay, if you go into the secondary function, the delay will act as the rate of the modulation and the feedback will act as the depth of the modulation. So there is a list in the manual of which you can refer to which delay has what secondary functions assigned to it, and that way you can set different parameters for each of those delays. Now if you want to customize your delay tones on the flashback, you'd have to use the tone print software, and this is where you have to connect the pedal via USB and open the tone print editor on your PC or Mac, and you can edit almost anything you want about the delays. So the flashback has a much more wider capability of customizing your delay tones. However, if you are not the type to tinker with such detailed adjustments, you can just use the Canyon and the secondary functions which it provides. Finally, what's in the box? Well, with the TC pedal, you will get a USB cable so you can connect the pedal to your PC or Mac. One nice thing about the Canyon Delay is it comes with an adapter. So if this is one of your first pedals, you don't need to worry about a power supply or buying batteries because the adapter is already included. inside of the box. So there you go, there was a very quick comparison between the two pedals. Hopefully it helped those who are confused between choosing these two, because they tend to have a similar design in the way you choose your delay modes, your subdivisions. There's a built-in looper. Also, the price difference between these two are not very far off. However, one thing that everyone should take note is, if you are a very ambient player, there is no doubt that you will prefer the modes on the Canyon Delay, since modes like the octave mode, the shimmer mode, or the reverb mode is not available on the TC Flashback. So there you go, give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video, subscribe for more content, and see you real soon.